How you doing, everybody? Another day at the grill, the regular guy barbecue. CSC Entertainment. The crew will be in the house a little later today. As of right now, I'm flying solo, so you'll have to forgive my bad camera angles. Alright, so we got a little surprise today, what we're going to be doing. This is going to be something it just isn't right, but we're going to do it anyway, okay? So we got King Kong, our Weber 22-inch kettle grill going. Should be just about ready to rock and roll. Now we've got our indirect heat going like we've had before. We've explained that in the past. All we got is a basket of charcoal going on that side. We want to do indirect heat for our first step. Now what we're going to do for our first step is we're going to cook some bacon. Now, this isn't normally how y'all cook bacon, right? Normally when you cook bacon you think, oh yeah, hey, guess what? I'm going to pan fry it. I'm going to put it in the oven and cook it, blah blah blah. Well, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to smoke our bacon today. Now today, we've got something a little bit different. Now before I get the bacon on, which I almost forgot to do this, so bear with me, is we've got turkey bacon. And a lot of people say, oh, that's not bacon, that's just turkey sliced up to look like bacon. And you might be right. We're using this turkey bacon, number one, because it's on sale. I like being on sale. And number two, it's got good flavor to it. You know, people say, oh, it can't be any good, it's turkey. Believe it or not, it's not that bad. Now, when we do our bacon, when we smoke the bacon, we like to lay it out not so much one piece at a time, because we don't want to get this all crispy and fried like that. Because we're going to be doing more with it later. We like to lay it out in sections like this. And what that'll do is it'll allow the bacon to smoke. It'll allow the bacon to cook. But it's going to leave a little bit of chew to it. And we want that because the next step, another step we're doing later on today, will give us a little more cooking of the bacon, if you will. So we don't want to have it fully cooked, crispy, crunchy when you bite into it. Not just yet. Grill's going to run about 350 degrees, give or take a little. We're using a mesquite wood today, or charcoal today. It's actually more like a lump coal, or maybe like a cowboy wood, if you've heard those terms. That's what we're using today. This one's got a mesquite flavor, which I'm normally not a big fan of mesquite, but it was $1 at an auction. Why not? You know, we're all about saving money, right? So we're going to let this go, and it's going to take about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, right in that area to get that bacon smoked to where we want it to be. So we'll come back, we'll talk about that once it gets close to done, and we'll go from there. So Derek is here with us to help us out today. Derek, come on over to the table over here. I got some work for you to do. Great. You're going to learn. So open up those packages there and put them right in the bowl. Okay? Together? Yep. Sweet. Sausage. This is pork sausage we're going to be using today for part of our meal. There we are. A little. Yep. Don't eat the paper. That's not good for you. It's fiber. It's fiber. It's probably wax actually. More than likely. All right. So we've got a whole bunch of different spices we're going to add to our sausage today. Why do we do that? These are usually already got seasonings on them, right? But yeah, well, they're usually pretty boring. One thing I've learned throughout my years of cooking and eating in restaurants and getting fat is John Q. Public food is usually pretty bland, right? Am I wrong? Not at all. Okay. All right. So we're going to be adding garlic powder, basil, some dillweed, seed, whatever that is. I don't know. This is a mystery. I don't know what you think that is. I don't know what that is.
It smells.
It smells good. You want to smell that?
Yeah.
AJ wants. Our director AJ wants to smell it.
Okay.
No idea what that is. Come on over here. You're all right.
A little cayenne, maybe?
Maybe. We're going to find out. All right, Derek, you're going to take over.
Oh, good.
So, basically everything that's up here, we're going to add probably somewhere in the neighborhood of between a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, maybe a tablespoon of some of our more favorite ingredients. We don't measure shit, so we don't care. We've got about 2 pounds of pork sausage, mildly sweet flavored. Yeah, we're gonna jack that up. So go ahead and grab whatever spice you want to start with. There's a paprika right there.
There's one right there.
All right, open it up. For those of you that don't know the techniques that a lot of people use, like me, because Like I said, I hate washing dishes, so every time I dirty a spoon, I gotta wash it. Screw that. Here's our ground turmeric. Here's what I want you to do. That's about a teaspoon. Good enough. Throw it right in, right?
Sure.
Yeah, just figure it out. You know, and if it's a little off, yeah, well, give her another one. Give her one more of those. We like that one. All right, there's our paprika, or paprika. Well, this one here, I still ain't figured out what that is, but it kind of smells like Italian-y.
Yep.
So we're going to put that in there. Yeah, that's good. All right, hang on. Basil, go ahead. Take some stuff, throw it in. Basil, put in probably a full tablespoon of that, so about 3 times what you put into the other one. There you go, that's good. Looks good.
Is green.
All the Vegematics out there, we've got our greens now, so you can be happy we get greens with our meats. Go ahead, take another one. Have at it. Same thing. Derek's afraid to cook. We're gonna break him of that. Actually, he likes to cook. He just doesn't have a lot of experience doing it, so we're teaching. We'll have him being a pit master in no time. Perfect. Looks great. Best part about this is you can't do it wrong because there's no recipe. My favorite part. You're fine. That's all right. We have a couple of that one. That's oregano. We like oregano. You know, one day I woke up when I was a little kid and I looked at the lady that was making the sauce in the restaurant that I went to. What's that one?
Curry.
Oh, that one could probably go a little bit less than it's not hot, it's just got a different flavor to it. We do it just as zest. Good, perfect. And then that one, you could probably go 2 or 3 on that one. Garlic powder. Anyway, so the lady's making the sauce, and I was so impressed by the sauce that she was making and the smell that came through the room. I told her, I says, you know, when I grow up, I want to be Italian. Didn't work out very good, but, you know, I'm still just a dumb Norwegian. Anyway, so there we got all our spices added. Now, if you don't like to add spices and try to figure out what you got to add, and you want to do it generic way, you don't have all these spices in your cupboard, just buy a pack of Italian seasoning and throw it in the meat. It's going to be just fine, no problem. Now the best part, Derek. You ready for the best part?
Got a feeling.
You know what it is. Mix it.
That's what I got me.
We got him on that one, didn't we? Get that stuff all mixed up nice and nice and clean. And while Derek's doing that,
kind of burning.
Is it? You think so? No, that's perfect. That bacon looks great. While Derek's mixing that up, we're gonna start getting our pan ready. Now, you guys saw the pan yesterday in the video, right? If you didn't, you get to see it today. This is a Big Daddy fry pan. Whoops, almost got you. Sorry about that. So we're adding avocado oil to it again because we like avocado because it's a little bit better for it. You know what we forgot? We forgot the most important ingredient.
What?
Ground pepper. Allow me. Since your hands are all covered in sausage, got to have some ground pepper. There we go. There's our ground pepper. All right, get at it. So when we're done with this, what we're going to do is we're going to cook this sausage ahead of time. And normally when you see what we're going to be making today, you may say, yeah, I should cook the sausage ahead of time, or no, that takes the flavor away. Well, this is a bit of an experiment today, and I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. So we're gonna be taking Big Daddy fry pan and cooking this sausage up. All right, maybe not just yet, but we're gonna do. So when that's all mixed together, Derek, come on back over here if you would, please, Mr. Cameraman. When this is all mixed up and ready to go, what we want to do, and I'll show you how this works. You're gonna keep your hands dirty. You're gonna need them dirty. Grab yourself a lump of this sausage. Okay, and we're gonna tear it off. Make something that looks a little bit like a quarter size. We're just going to throw it right in the pan. Okay? Now we're not going to be cooking this for about another probably 15-20 minutes when the bacon gets done. But we're just going to prep because we're bored and get things ready. Flatten them out just a little bit so they don't turn out like meatballs. So you guys know we're about an hour into this. The bacon's cooking a little slower than I wanted it to, but that's no big deal, right? So there's our turkey bacon. You can see we got a nice smoke. Now we've already moved our charcoal out of the basket on the side for our indirect heating, and we've just tried to get a little bit of a sear on these guys just to crunch them up just a little. We don't want them real crunchy, but just a little. Okay. So we're gonna take this bacon off and hopefully not feed none to the mascot. He likes bacon, don't you, Scoop? You like bacon, don't you? Yeah. He knows where it is when I'm a messy cooker. He likes to get some of that when I drop it, so that's okay. And we're leaving this, like I said, we're leaving this a little bit in the chewy state because later on we're going to be cooking it again. and we don't want to have it overcooked once we put it on in our dish that we're making today. Now I've cooked up
That one got a little done.
This one's a little done too. We'll save those for BLTs later because we've got 2.5 pounds of bacon right here roughly, and we don't need 2.5 pounds of bacon for our dish today. That's just silliness. Although bacon's really good. There we go. Our bacon's off. Now, you guys saw earlier that Derek was doing our sausage for our dish today as well. In the King Kong, or not King Kong, the Big Daddy fry pan. So we're going to get that on there. We've got, like I said, our charcoal has been reconfigured, and it's all in the middle now. So that'll give us a little more even cooking once we're using our pan. We've added a little bit more to it so we can get the temperatures to come up. Not smoking, not slow and low. This is going to be a frying, so we need a little more temp. So we added some more coal. So we're going to take the lid out of the way because we don't need that for this part. This pan will heat up pretty quick. This high carbon steel that this made out of cooks really fast. Heats really fast, does a great job. It's only my second time using it, but it's pretty easy to figure out when you're not used to it. So we're just going to do the sausage, get that done. Alright guys, you can see all the sausage has been cooked. Derek did a fantastic job with that. We're going to take Big Daddy skillet and just move him out of the way right now. Excuse my back. You stay out of there. We're going to start on our sauce. And those of you that are watching live, if you can figure out what we're making, it shouldn't be too hard. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out.
You have to try it.
And we're going to start on our sauce. Now, a lot of times when I make these dishes, I will do them from scratch, real tomatoes, blah, 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 blah. But I don't feel like it today. So we got our cast iron pan on our grill here. We're going to use a jarred sauce. Yeah, it's cheating, but you know, whatever. Shoot me later, it's all right.
Oh, I know what this is.
We're going to put our sauce right in there. Now, the reason we're not just taking it right out of the jar and using it, most jarred sauces, again, are just fine, but more often than not, they're made for John Q. Public that doesn't have any decent taste buds. So we're going to make it a little bit zestier, a little bit more flavorful for our liking. Now I've added just maybe just a few tablespoons of water to this jar. Why do I do that? I hate wasting sauce. Just a little tip for you. You can take just a couple drops of water, put them in your jar, shake it up, get the rest of that sauce out of there. Saves a little bit extra sauce. Dog, will you watch out? Dog gets in the way. Alright, so we're going to add a few ingredients to our sauce just to make it taste a little bit better. We've got our basil here. We used that earlier in our sausage. We're going to add a little bit of basil again. Measure it. Nah, don't measure it. Secret ingredient that I like to use, brown sugar. We're going to add a few tablespoons of brown sugar to our sauce. Because we're adding extra seasonings, it's going to get a little bit spicy. We add a little sweet to make it taste better.
Cool.
And most of this stuff's pretty common knowledge. Oregano, basil, garlic, things like that. And we're going to add that mystery ingredient that we thought, holy cow, that thing's getting hot already. Woo! Time to move the pot off the middle of the pan. That's good because that shows that it's really super hot. We'll put that over to the side a little bit. Garlic powder. I didn't bring my real garlic out, and I should have, and I didn't because I wasn't thinking.
It's fine.
We'll use garlic powder. That's
fine.
Whatever this secret ingredient is, this mystery ingredient, we don't know what it is. It is in a jar in the cupboard. Good enough for me. All right, so we've got our sauce together here. And again, we've just added a few ingredients to make it taste a little more to our liking. You can use it right out of the jar if you want. That don't matter, you know. And you can use this for spaghetti. You can use this for any kind of pasta. I've seared chicken breasts and put them in the sauce like this and let them cook. I don't know what you call it. If there's a name for that dish, it tastes phenomenal. Again, nothing too difficult. We're just warming this sauce up. Let the ingredients get themselves worked into the mix. So we got a little bit better flavor for our food. And that's about it. That's about as easy as I get. Will you quiet? Matt's got cats are going crazy for some reason. Now, in the meantime, we're going to let you on to our secret of what we're making today. In case you haven't figured it out, we're going to show you. So if you'd be so kind as to bring the camera over to the table, please. Thank you very much. We are making pizza. We're not making your average, everyday Joe pizza. When I say we're making pizza, we're making pizza. I'm gonna make a big pizza today. This should be fun. I've never done it like this before. Don't know if it's gonna turn out or not. We might be eating mush tonight for all I know. But that's all right, you know, because I'm happy to eat my screw-ups or throw them away and call Domino's, right? We've done that before. Now these are just your store-bought pizza crusts. Nothing fancy about these. If you got a way you like to make yours, I've got a dough machine or a bread making machine inside that I can make pizza crust in. Yeah, well, I'm lazy. This is already done for me. Alright, now this calls for a half a cup of water for each one of these packages, which if I do math right, which I normally don't, you carry the W, divide by the gross national product, and add 2. 2.5. I would say 2.5 cups. So we've got about 2 1/4 cups. And I say use warm water. I'm using bottled water because it sits outside. It should be fairly warm. I'm going to put in about 2 1/4 cups, just a little bit short. Mix. Stir till you're bloody in the face. Probably should have brought a real fork out. Not that bright. So we're a little bit. It's a good thing I cut a quarter of that cup of that water out because it's a little bit on the sticky side. But that's okay. So what we're going to do now, they usually say let this rise for, I believe it's 5 minutes. We threw away the directions, so we don't care. Who needs no directions? We're going to let this rest for probably about 30 minutes. And we're going to let this thing really rise big, get us a big dough, make us a pizza. You guys like pizza? Are you hungry? Do you want pizza? Well, not you. I'm talking about people on Facebook. Is there anybody on right now?
No.
Yeah? Who's on? 3 people? You can talk if you want. Don't bother me. Alright, well, we'll go away. We're going to come back in probably 20-30 minutes, give or take a little, when this thing is all set up and giving us a nice dough to deal with for crust. And we will make the crust. This is going to be an adventure. I'm really looking forward to this, but I'm a little bit concerned how this is going to turn out. You guys come back and check us out in just a little while.
Cheaper to do that.
Yep. All right, we're back. Hi, back.
And front.
And front. Baby got back and front. So, again, if you're just joining us for the very first time on Facebook Live, that's already on. You're good.
You know.
Okay. If you're joining us for the first time today or whatever, we're cooking again. We like cooking again. We got some great friends of ours over here. Derek and 2 of his kids are here. Jonathan's our cameraman today. And AJ is the director. She's told us when it's time to go and when it's time to not. So, our dough has been rising for about 20 minutes or so. I don't think I did a very good job on it, but we're going to find out. We are going to roll out the biggest, fattest pizza that should not be done at home because we're nuts. Here's our dough. Dough! Oh, it's blowing up nicely. Very good. This could take a bit of doing. Again, if you've made dough before, you know all about how to do this stuff. You don't really need my help with this, but if you haven't, that's fine. Don't mix 5 at a time like I did because it makes it really hard to get it out of the bowl and it makes it really hard to mix, and it's just really hard to do. So don't do that. Again, you've probably done this 1,000 times, and you can put comments on down below that tell me, oh my God, you stupid son of an unnamed goat, you shouldn't be doing it that way, you should be doing it this way. And you're probably right, I shouldn't be doing it this way. That's all right. She's really sticky, Derek. She's really sticky. So, again, those of you that maybe joined yesterday and we introduced our new, not new for us, that 20-inch skillet, the Big Daddy skillet they call that. It's a lot of fun to cook with. It's a lot of a learning curve for me, but that's all right because I like learning. I like having fun, I like making mistakes, and I like hanging out with my friends and making food. So that's what we're doing. When we make pizza, we need the dough, right? Because you can't make pizza without dough, so we need the dough. It's a big ass piece of pizza. Oh, Christ. I think we're getting pretty good here, right? Looks pretty good to me. A little sticky yet, but not bad. Alright, we're going to roll this sucker out if we can get it big enough. I, unfortunately, am not the current owner of a nice big rolling pin. I just don't have one. So, we're having to do this, though, with this little bitty guy. See what happens. And for some reason, if you haven't done the math and figured it out yet, what we're going to do with this, and why we're making such a big crust, is again, one of these little packages that we put into this will make a 12-inch pizza. We use 5. Because I'm nuts. We're going to make this in the Big Daddy skillet. I'm not even sure how I'm going to cut this when I get it done. Yeah. You know what though? I don't care. I'm just having a good time.
What do I do now?
Okay, so losing my mind. Losing my religion. We're going to oil up our pan. Make sure that hopefully this big bad boy don't stick so much. We don't want sticky pizza. There we are. Nice and oily pan. Now, I've done this in restaurants before, years ago, before I was actually like, not even before I was married. You'll find when you do like pizza in a real pizza oven, or if you're doing them in like one of those brick ovens, that kind of thing, where you got to take the pizza off. When you got to take the pizza off of the peel that you make it on and slide it into the oven and then be able to pick it back up again when it's in the oven and cooked, you use cornmeal. Cornmeal is allegedly supposed to help it from sticking. So what we're doing here, and you have to please excuse my back because I can't carry this bad boy over here right now, is we're going to line the bottom of our pan with a little cornmeal. Okay? Just giving it a little sprinkle of cornmeal. If it has the same principle to it as I've used other kinds of things in the past, that should give us a little bit of non-stick help, if we're lucky. Okay? There we go. Now we're just going to try to work this dough around in the pan a little bit. And I'm going to push this up on the edges a little bit. Now, like if you were making a pan pizza, like a true pan pizza, like you're going to leave it way up in the pan, let's say. We're not trying to make a true pan pizza, even though we're making pizza in a pan. That's not our goal. So we're just going to push it up a little bit so you got a little handle to grab onto that pie when you grab it out to eat it. Okay? Okay. That wasn't too bad, does it? Come on over here, Derek. You're my helper today. You're the guy that's getting in on this, help make this pizza. What do you think of that? Does that look all right?
It's all right. Got a good lip.
All right? Good lip. So, earlier we made our sauce, and I'm going to get that sauce over here. So, y'all done this before, right? Y'all made pizzas at home before, and you put your ladle in, you put your sauce, right? Yeah. Let's see how much sauce. Here's something we haven't done yet, and we probably should have done this ahead of time, but we'll do it now because we like to share everything we're doing. One of my favorite flavors when it comes to Italian foods, and people say, oh, pizza's not Italian. Yeah, it is. Not the way we eat it. I like basil. I love basil. And I'm making fresh basil today, but we're doing fresh basil. So we're going to pull the leaves off of this because we don't want stems so much. We're going to add some fresh basil to our pizza. Now you know how to do this, right, Derek? You're good with this.
That's a new one to me.
Really?
I've done that.
But you know how to do this. You can...
Trick man.
You buy the basil, you cut it up, you put it on the pizza. Not a rocket appliance, right? So you're literally just taking some sprigs and some leaves and some goodies of the basil. And we're going to just put that on our pizza. Now, if you guys go down to Stoddard, or actually it's near Genoa, I think. There's the Great River Roadhouse down there. They will throw whole leaves of basil on your pizza. And I think it's really great. And I want to do it here too because I think it tastes amazing. So we had some olives and some things that we used in our omelet yesterday. And on our nacho dogs. We got some leftovers that we're going to put on this pizza. This is the beautiful thing about buying things in bulk. When you cook more than one meal, you can use extras, leftovers, stuff. Like when we did our bacon earlier. We're going to be using that later this week. Tomorrow, whenever it is that we run out of leftovers. We're going to have that bacon that we can use for BLTs or to cut up, put on salads, whatever. Now, some like olives, some don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to make half this pizza with olives. And we've got both the black olives, the ripe olives, if you want to call them that. And we've also got the green olives. And you know, green olives is a place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Yeah? No? Wrong show? I think so. I don't remember. What's my name again? I forget. And some green olives. Yeah. You like olives, John?
Yes.
Good. See, he likes olives. I know my daughter doesn't. So we're going to make some of this without the olives for those that have no taste buds. Yeah? Yeah. You guys like cheese? You're from Wisconsin. You like cheese, right? If you're from Wisconsin, we got 5 pounds of cheese.
That's a start.
It might get you by, I don't know.
11 people I want.
11?
7.
7. Oh, that's still a good number for us. There, this isn't too hard. Now, if I was cooking inside, I'd probably go with a fresher mozzarella, the one that you get a slice on your own, that kind of thing. Because of the heat constraints out here, like I had that shredded cheese out here yesterday for our nacho dogs, and the cheese was actually melting in the bag. And
I don't like olives.
okay, we'll make yours without olives, sweetie. So, we decided not to bring the fresh mozzarella out because I knew that was going to take a beating out here. It would be terrible for it. So we just skipped that. We just resorted back to using the old. You can use shredded cheese. You can shred your own cheese. You can cut the cheese. Wait, not around me. I don't want to have that. No, you keep that to yourself. Oh, this is crazy, isn't it? What do you think? Is that enough cheese?
Boy.
Yeah, we need more cheese. Yeah, it's all right. We gotta save a little bit for AJ's pizza. We're gonna make AJ a special pizza today. The camera person needs her own pizza. We're gonna make, or not, excuse me, the director needs her own pizza. We're gonna make you cheese or cheesy.
The meatball?
Oh no, it's AJ. One other thing I didn't put on, which I do want to do, fresh garlic. This is minced garlic, but you know, garlic's garlic. Anyway. I did not. This is fresh garlic. Minced fresh, but fresh. Not the stuff, you know, I get tired of trying to peel it, and we're trying to save a little time, a little effort. They're all off.
Oh, they are all up?
I think so. They're going to be all right.
Pepperonis are those little sausages.
Yeah, they'll be okay. There we go. There's some fresh garlic on there. I'll tell you what, if this don't make you hungry, you did. That aside, we got a little bit left. What do you think, D? You ready for more?
All right.
Yeah?
You got some meat to put on there yet?
I know, but that's okay.
Ah.
Yeah, let's put it all on. We like Pete. Yeah, what the
That
hell?
is going to be...
That is going to be the cheesiest, gooeyest, juiest, nastiest. Yeah. There we go. That'll be all right. Here we go. You take that for me. Thank you. Now, another little trick that I have done in the past, just to add another layer of flavor, and this thing's brand new because I just bought it. Your grated Parmesan cheese, because we don't have enough cheese, right? But seriously, adding this to your crust around the edges, just a little bit around the edges, that'll kind of bake into your crust. That'll give you just another little layer of flavor that makes you smile when you get it all done. Right? Who wants the pepperoni? You want the pepperoni? Derek, you want a pepperoni for us?
Show.
Come on over.
What?
Come on, pepperoni. There you go. There's pepperoni. We're going to pepperoni this pizza too. Why not? Right? Right. Anybody getting hungry yet?
I'm still hungry.
You getting hungry?
Yeah.
All right. And of course, Pitmaster Privilege says one for me. There you go. All right? All right. One for the cameraman. Now, we did this earlier. You remember this? This was our bacon that we smoked earlier, right? we're just going to sprinkle the bacon on. And this is why we didn't want to get it too crunchy when we smoked it, because if you get it too crunchy, you won't have, you'll have basically bacon powder when you're done with this. Because remember, we're grilling this, so it's going to cook from the bottom up, so the top's going to take a little longer to cook, right? Right. So we don't want to make bacon powder. Yeah? Yeah. And of course, we got the meatballs. These meatballs that Derek made did a good job of making these guys earlier. He did. They're the right size. They're cooked properly. He did good. Good. Oh, this is old as hell. There we go. Now we can get our sausages straightened out. And again, you can buy sausages. You can pre-cook the sausage and crumble it. You kind of can do this how you want to do it. This is how we like it, or at least how I like it. You don't have any alternative in the matter, do you? So we're going to give that just a couple of minutes to warm up. While that charcoal gets warmed up, gets our thing hot, pizza is ready to go on. Actually, it isn't just yet. We're going to add one more. Sprinkle. Just a sprinkle today. Alright.
When it's done, it's done.
Yeah, we'll cook it at when it's done temperature. Holy shit. Oh, this might be a bad idea. There we go, guys. We got that bad boy on. It is big and it is heavy. Not done yet. Didn't cook in 3 minutes. Alright, so we're good there. We're going to let things cook. I'm not going to bore you with watching the paint dry again, like I said earlier. But check back with us in probably 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes.
Hi, Jack.
Oh my god, this thing is...
Let me go there.
Holy shit. Man. I'll tell you what, even if it tastes like crap, it's definitely going to fill you up. Good Lord. What the hell was I thinking? But it is, I think it's done. Like I said, our crust has gotten golden brown. That Parmesan cheese is starting to brown a little bit on the outside. It's shrunk just a little bit, so it's pulled away. You can see a little back information here. Do you remember how we pre-cooked our sausage and things like that earlier, right? You guys were part of that. If you look closely at this pizza, you can see that there's a couple little puddles on the top of it. I don't know if you can see that on the cameras or not, but that is a lot of the greases and juices and things from our meats that we put on there. Now, normally you'd expect that on a meat pizza, but, well, that and the cheese too, because we put half a dairy farm of cheese on there.
This is Wisconsin.
That's right. So, pre-cooking the meats will not only make sure that they get done properly, and our cameraman taste tested the meat. He says it's nice and hot and ready to go. But it also will cook out some of that fat, so you don't have quite as much juice on top of your pizza when you're done with it. Now, not likely that you're going to have a pizza this big cooked in a pan on a grill, but if you wanted to, you'd know that. What do you think?
Give it a try.
You know what I need?
It's gonna.
Now, normally when I do a lot of my cooking, this is the knife that I use. This is my Damascus knife that my father-in-law gave me. I absolutely love this knife. It's kind of dwarfed in size by this thing. So then we go up to our rocker knife. Now this is really good for doing like 12 to 16 inch pizzas. This is kind of, you'll find larger ones in restaurants and pizza joints like that use that. But again, all else fails, we use the machete. That'll I'm not really going to use it. I haven't cleaned it. I got it at an auction for $1. I mean, you can't really beat the price. That will be my knife to cook with eventually. All right, here we go. We're going to try to cut this bad boy. Oh, God. It feels doughy in the middle.
Uh-oh.
It feels a little doughy. Well, that's why we check. It's going back on the fire. So I apologize. We thought we were ready. We're not. We're going to give this another 5 minutes on the fire. Maybe. I guess it ain't quite done yet, but that's all right. We found out. Oh, we burnt our board too. Shit.
Ooh.
That's all right. So you guys check back. I'm not feeling... One more try. And whether it's done or not, this is the end of it. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh. Oh my my God.
It looks a little more done.
It looks a little bit better, don't it?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna find out. We're about to find out what we got. Holy shit.
It's a little deep.
It is thick.
This is the deepest of deepest dish.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna cut it straight up. I think I'm gonna cut it party cut though. Part of the reason why is I think I'm gonna have a lot easier time getting them out than I will be getting triangles out. So we're gonna cut this thing up like it is. Hey, who's hungry? No?
Well, she had her own pizza, so she can go
That's
ahead and
right,
not
she
be
got her
hungry.
own food, yeah. Well, we're gonna start serving this guy up and see what we got here, guys.
Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna break your spatula.
I'm gonna break something. Ooh. I don't know if I got all the way through
I
it.
must have missed a cut, I think.
You know what that means?
Redo.
No, I didn't get all the way through it at all. That's why they use this technique. Now again, guys, no specialty required. This is just my good old spatula I use for grilling. Now, how many of you guys out there that are in Facebook Live with us right now? Is there anybody? Two? Okay. How many of you guys wish you had a smellophone right now? I know, bad play on words, bad dad joke. Sue me. Oh, there we go. Got enough cheese on it, I think. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's start with the corner bit, see if we can get that out. Oh my God, is this thing huge. Holy shizzle biscuit. Just a little bit, not bad. There we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ow, it's hot! Holy shit, it's burning my hand. Imagine that, I took it off the grill and it's hot. Who would have thunk that?
There, Troy.
Huh?
It's tolerate by you.
Yeah, I know. Not that smart. There it is. She got a little dark on the bottom, but not bad. Oh boy. Somebody want to come and start getting plates? We're gonna eat.
Like 5 pieces.
Oh my God. Hey guys, I'll tell you what. She got she got a little dark on the bottom, but it ain't bad. And again, that's because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, anyway, there's our experiment for the day. That is like a 20-pound pizza made in a 20-inch skillet. 5 pounds of cheese and godly amounts of everything else. I need another plate. It's got cheese in the bottom of this one. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We're gonna shut down the YouTube channel video because you guys don't want to watch us eat, do you? Not there. Facebook, we're gonna punish you guys though. Holy cow! Look at that. I don't know. I hope somebody's hungry because there's a hell of a lot of food. YouTube right now. We're gonna say thank you all for joining us here at Regular Guy Barbecue, Cheap Seats Crew. We're gonna go and enjoy our dinner. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please leave comments below, and we'll do our best to answer them as soon as we can. Thanks, guys.